Hey, inner peace. Inner peace is its own reward. Sure, it is. Very much so. Is that enough? Is that enough for you? Are you happy and joyful and excited in life with just your inner peace? Somewhat of a rhetorical question there. If you are, good. That's it. Then you've accomplished everything. You've gotten what you came for. All right, bye-bye. That's it. Good. But if there's something else, if that just dings something, in between the sacral and the solar plexus, and something just, there's like that hole there, there's still that inner peace, but what's that? That's that purpose you haven't found yet. That's that purpose you're denying. You can cover that up with that peace. You can try. Some can do it pretty well. I'm pretty adept at being able to do that, actually, to my own detriment. Very adept at that. I can do that. It sucks. I wish that was not so. I wish, I kind of did not have that capacity to, put my head up my spiritual ass, so to say. But I know. It's taken me a lot to really see and admit that and be honest about that. And acknowledge that that's part of this, this deep unfulfillment that is completely disillusioned with this idea of that peace within me being it, being enough, of me checking out from this world and saying, okay, I've done it. Hope y'all catch up. Hope y'all figure it out. Maybe I'll leave y'all some nice videos to, talk about it and meditate and, whatever. Y'all figure out y'all's own inner world, because, ways is glorious. Oh, man. What a crock of shit. Oh, man. And really, it's really obvious, because where's that? There's no creation in that. There's stagnation in that. There's no life in that, because life, that's one of the things people hate to really look at and acknowledge. They say, God is the same always, unchanging in that sense. God never, doesn't change it. What God is cannot change or be altered. Okay, so part of what that is that cannot change and be altered about God is the eternal creative nature. It's always constantly creating. That's one of those qualities. So how can that not be present? How can you be full in God, in source, without one of the main ingredients? And I'm not talking about your conceptual, because even when I say that, the creation, creativity, good God, everybody limits that within the parameters of what this world's already created. And I promise you, some of that we need to build and expand upon, but some of that just needs to be let go of. We're creating a new, not a old. So, and I see this a lot with men, and myself, because it's like there's so much fear there. There's so much fear and resistance, because of what I just pointed out, right? Because that we've judged what's already been created, and then if I have to take my responsibility in creating and step into that, oh my God, can I? Can I? Can I not contribute to the chaos? Will I be judged? Will I fit in anymore? Will I fail? Man. And so it's, it seems safer to come back and just, I'm going to meditate. I got my peace. Got my peace. I'm peaceful. Yeah. Like to be around peaceful people, not rock the boat. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. But it comes back to really, you can't lie to yourself. Like, I've got at a point that just builds up and builds up and builds up, and that pressurized, like, even within that container of that peace, it's gonna like, what is it? What is this? What am I supposed to do? Oh, these spiritual concepts aren't saving me. I can't hide here anymore. Can't cover it up. And that's not to say we give up the peace. I'm not saying like throw down, your that blanket of peace, of comfort. By all means, you're going to need that. Keep that, hone that. But learn how to navigate that through. Learn how to take that into life, into creation. Be willing to tune in to that inner guidance and that voice that's like, has that drive in some way. Like what, really be willing to tune into that. Like what is like, and one of the popular things right now is my highest excitement. And I think this gets really misconstrued in our current state because we're so our attention span, like it's like our attention span and our capacity to really know what is our highest joy, like because we've got so much programming this like just that instant gratification, right? So it's like this idea of like, well, what's exciting, and it just gets tossed into like this real like highest excitement being like this real childlike, do whatever, go play in the sandbox, and when you get tired of that, just you can leave all your fucking toys in it and go climb on the jungle gym, and whatever, it's fun, we're creating, and it's a party, and blah, blah, blah. And, I'm not saying there's not a time and a place for that. Certainly, that childlike innocence, playfulness, creativity is beautiful. That's great. But that's not really it. That's not like, your highest excitement is with that purpose. Your joy is with that, with tuning into that, finding what that is, and learning how to step into that, right? And a huge aspect of this, and I almost didn't even bring it up because it's a whole topic in itself, is like the financial aspect. Because then it's like, oh, well, yeah, but how do I do that? But I don't know. Were you waiting on an answer from me? I don't have it. It's like, the Nike slip. Just do it. Just do it. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things will be added unto thee. So it's the highest excitement regardless, right? Regardless of if this is gonna pay, if I'm gonna be provided for, if I'm gonna look like a lunatic, if I'm gonna lose my family, if this is gonna put me in danger, if I mean, whatever, like all that, like is that is it gonna cover up that purpose with these, all this fear and this concept? We've done that's what we've already done. That's already the case. That's where that not quite complete fullness is coming from. So that blanket of peace is not going to be comfortable. It's not gonna fit. It's like a blanket. It's like a blanket. It's gonna be like a blank. Start to become like a blanket that's too small. Kind of. And it's just like, oh, I'm good, but like my feet, my foot's hanging out, and it's damn freezing. I'm one of those people. When I gotta have like an extra blanket over my feet at night when I sleep. My feet get cold. I guess they call it bad circulation or some shit. That's what it's like. It's like just, and then we just pretend like, oh no, but the body, but I'm good. Warm, core up here. Good. I'm good. Good. Slowly getting frostbite on my foot and can't walk anymore, but I'm good. Good, peaceful. Sit in this recliner and flip channels. Don't need to walk. I got my peace. I got my house. I'm good. I hope y'all find y'all's path though. Yeah, that's great. Everybody else needs to find their purpose. Step into that. So it's funny, man. And for me, that's like really been a huge revelation this past year. And I tried to put off like my purpose and calling. And part of that is still doing these videos. I tried to stop like doing videos and even talking about like spiritual concepts and stuff for a while. And part of it was because of that whole disillusionment with that certain aspect of clinging to certain states and trying to ignore other aspects of life. No, that's not comfortable. That's been a huge thing to let go of and step into and see, oh, oh, I was just afraid. I just didn't, want to step in, want to do, I really want to participate in life. And then really, it's funny because it's not that a whole lot changed. The spiritual concept, the metaphysics and everything, it's crazy. Like, I know there's a lot of people probably think like I completely like flipped and don't believe like certain things that I used to. No, if anything, certain practices and beliefs make more sense. It's just recontextualized. You can look at it too. It comes back to that non-attachment to the outcome. We see where we were still very attached to the outcome. Very attached to the idea of, oh, if I step in this direction, I'm going to lose this peace. I'm going to lose this, comfort. I'm going to lose whatever. How do you, I mean, you don't know. You don't know that until you do. That was not, that's not the case here. I went through some crazy shit this past year, and it was like, oh fuck, am I, okay, still, come back to that. It's still here. But then what? And what's the point of the peace that passes all understanding if it's not for us to walk through anything? To be able to take that and step into whatever we need to step into. So it comes back to just that honesty. And then, yeah, we might have to meet new fears. Might have to acknowledge some stuff that, we thought wasn't still there. But that doesn't stay. We walk through those things. We have to walk, man. We have to walk. And when you stop moving on the path will disappear. Not in the way we want it to disappear. But the path's always there. It's right here. But it's not just about staying in here. And we take that with us. That's the transformation. That's the point of purpose. It's like the kaleidoscope, man. It's like the kaleidoscopic imagery. It's not when that's changing and constantly evolving, and there's not like there's not one piece that just gets to stay there and not change, not move. No, it's all moving. Growing, creating, living, being as part of its source, as an aspect of God, as a co-creator. So, I don't know what that is for you. I don't know what that is. Sometimes I don't. I have a pretty good trajectory what it is here. You know, not in regards to every aspect of the life, but then that would take away you know, that would take away the surprise. That would take away the fun. Take away the opportunities. So let's find that purpose, man. And we can keep that peace. And it's really the only way we'll really, really get real peace. That real stable connection. When we're starting to move in that. Allow that to flow. In whatever way. I like the term, Jesus is often referred to as the Prince of Peace. The Prince of Peace, So it's like, Prince, you think of a kingdom, there's certain responsibilities, certain things that are done. There's a purpose there. Has to be fulfilled. So, that's a big part of it, is just that honesty of seeing, like, admitting, like, okay, maybe I need to step into that. Or maybe, just be at first be like, okay, I don't even know. I don't even know where, where do I go from here? Where do I start? Sometimes that's a damn good place to start. Is that willingness to just admit, like, I don't know, I don't have a clue. That's a good opening for some inspiration. So I'll leave y'all with that. Thank y'all. Peace and love.